What if I told you that getting rich has almost nothing to do with chasing money? See, most of us are stuck on a hamster wheel, sprinting after a bigger paycheck, a better job title, or the next hot investment. We believe that if we just run fast enough, we'll eventually trip over a pile of cash. But the truly wealthy, they're not even on the track. They're playing a completely different game. They know something that feels like a secret. You don't attract wealth by chasing it down. You attract it by building a rich mind first. This is a powerful idea that your external world tends to reflect your internal one. For years, I've been fascinated by the most successful people, and I've realized they don't share a specific job or background. What they often share is a set of powerful daily mental habits. This video is about those habits, the 5 daily rituals you can use to start reprogramming your thinking and building a mind that's ready for abundance. Ritual 1. Practice proactive gratitude. The first ritual is the foundation for everything else. Proactive gratitude. Now, I'm not talking about the passive, "oh nice, I have coffee" kind of gratitude. This is an active weapon against the single greatest dream killer, the scarcity mindset. Most people wake up and their brain immediately logs everything they lack. Not enough time, not enough money, not enough opportunities. It's a brain that's wired for scarcity. A rich mind actively fights this. Every morning, before the world starts yelling for your attention, take just 5 minutes. Write down or just say 3 specific things you're grateful for. Don't just say, "my family." Get specific. The way my daughter belly laughed at that dumb joke yesterday. Not just my job, but that one challenging project that is genuinely forcing me to grow. This simple act does something profound. It trains your brain to scan the world for positives, not just hunt for negatives. It shifts your focus from a state of lack to a state of abundance. When you start believing you're living in a world of opportunity, you begin to spot chances that a scarcity-focused mind is completely blind to. Ritual 2. Visualize the process, not just the prize. Everyone talks about visualizing success, right? Picture the mansion, the fancy car, the bank account balance. But that's only half the story, and honestly, it's the less important half. Rich minds practice process visualization. They don't just daydream about the finish line, they mentally rehearse the entire race. For about 10 minutes each day, they close their eyes and see themselves doing the hard stuff. They visualize themselves making that awkward but necessary phone call. They feel the discomfort of staying focused during a deep work session and see themselves pushing right through it. Why does this work? Because visualizing the prize gives you a nice fuzzy feeling, but visualizing the process builds mental grit and a real plan. It's like a pilot training in a flight simulator. When they face the real storm, their mind has already been there. They've already landed the plane. This ritual turns scary goals into a series of achievable steps you've already practiced. Ritual 3. Schedule time for unfocused thought. This next one sounds completely backwards. In a world obsessed with productivity hacks and jam-packed calendars, the most brilliant minds I've studied actually schedule time to do nothing. I call it white space time. Most of us think that to be more productive, we need to cram every last second with a task, but many successful people understand their biggest breakthroughs don't come when they're grinding, they come when they're quiet. This means going for a walk without a podcast, sitting in silence without a phone, or just staring out a window for a bit. This isn't laziness, it's a strategic ritual for creativity and clarity. It's in these moments of unfocused thought that your subconscious mind gets to work, connecting random ideas and solving complex problems your conscious mind has been wrestling with for weeks. That aha moment you've been hoping for isn't going to show up while you're firing off emails. It shows up when you give your mind space to breathe. Try booking 15 minutes of white space in your calendar. Treat it like your most important meeting of the day. If you're finding these ideas valuable and you're ready to start building your own rich mind, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We're building a community of intentional thinkers here, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Ritual 4. Become a deliberate learner. This fourth ritual is an absolute non-negotiable: deliberate learning. Most people stop actively learning the day they graduate. The wealthy never stop. But they don't just scroll and consume information randomly, they learn with intention. For instance, author Thomas Corley, who spent 5 years studying the habits of self-made millionaires, found that 88% of them read for at least 30 minutes each day for self-improvement. They aren't just reading for fun. They read about biographies to find models of success. They read about psychology to better understand people. They read about industries completely unrelated to their own, just to spark new ideas. They get that knowledge compounds just like money. An idea you learned today can mix with a fact you learned last year and create a $1 million solution tomorrow. So, dedicate 30 minutes each day to reading something that makes you think, and don't just read it, highlight it, question it, and always be asking, how can I use this? The belief is simple: your income can only grow to the extent that you do. And finally, a powerful ritual to end the day: the daily shutdown. Most people let their workday just bleed into their personal life. They finish feeling drained, disorganized, and already stressed about tomorrow. They're constantly in reactive mode. A rich mind is proactive. They end their day with a simple 15-minute shutdown ritual that guarantees they start the next day with purpose. It has 2 parts. First, they do a brain dump. They review their day and get any loose ends, worries, or lingering thoughts out of their head and onto a piece of paper. This parks the anxiety on the page, not in your mind. Second, they define their top 1 to 3 priorities for the next day. They identify the single most important task they will tackle first. This means they never start their morning in a fog of confusion. While everyone else is scrolling and figuring out what to do, they're already doing it. This simple habit provides closure, cuts down on stress, and helps you win tomorrow before it even begins. Proactive gratitude, process visualization, unfocused thought, deliberate learning, and the daily shutdown. None of these rituals require a single dollar or any special connections. They just require consistency. True wealth isn't about a frantic chase for more. It's about the calm, daily cultivation of a mindset built for opportunity. The game isn't about catching money. It's about building the mind that knows what to do with it. Start today. Just pick one.